Mike. If you didn't come in and register, make sure you stop at the table and do so. They do have information about the annual Senior Expo coming up from the Lockport Township building. It's on June 4th from 9 to 12. If you've never been, it's a wonderful, wonderful expo with all kinds of resources at your fingertips. Lots of things for you to see. On June 4th at the Township building, there are flyers on the table for you to pick up if you did not do so. We also have a table with the White Oak Library, and today, if you show us your library card and you check out, you can get raffle tickets, and the raffle goes into a grand prize for May for a $50 gift card. So make sure you show us your library card and check something out today. We also have Home Watch caregivers here with us today. Thank you. We have senior living experts. And we have senior helpers. I had to read off their pens. I can't remember all that. All right. Well, thank you so much. So if you haven't seen our beautiful 3 buildings, we have branches in Crest Hill, Lockport, and Romeoville. Each branch has been designed to tailor to the community, and each branch, we are very proud to say, hosts all of the same things. They might look a little different, be a different shape and size, but we offer all of our services and programs as much as we can to all 3 communities. And we have beautiful branches, and if you haven't been for a tour, stop by, walk through. Each one is very unique. Our mission at the library is very simple, and yet is very wordy and very vast. Our mission is to serve as a community anchor, connecting people to the world of intellectual thought, fostering community partnerships, and promoting transformational power of libraries. So at the core, we're really about books, still. And a lot of people will say to us, oh, libraries, those are a thing of the past. What's amazing is as our digital world is spinning and advancing daily, faster than we can keep up, books are still at our core, and the publishing industry is still doing very, very well. So it doesn't matter if you're reading on the phone or the tablet or you've got that hard paper in front of you, books are still at our core and are still #1. Go to Amazon, go into Barnes & Noble, go anywhere, books are still very prevalent. That's James Patterson, Danielle Steele, correct? Any of you can probably think of a book from your childhood, and maybe you can think of one that your favorite one is that you're reading now. But what our goal is to start young and to keep that love of reading throughout your entire life. By reading, it really helps fire those neurons on your brain. So as we age, the more that you read, the better off those neurons are firing. Just as they're proven how music really helps the brain, there are studies out there that talk about that reading is almost as important, and it stays with you throughout your entire life. You can think of some of those famous phrases and chapters and authors and titles at your fingertips. Now, if you weren't an avid reader as a child, we have a lot of our older adults telling us, you know, I never read as a kid, I never enjoyed it. There might be different reasons. Maybe you just didn't understand, your comprehension wasn't great. Maybe you had dyslexia or a different type of reading disability. Whatever that may be, as an adult, we can still find that it's fun and comforting. One of the other good things about reading, though, is it's very entertaining and it's very light. And if you're someone who watches the news and you're like, like I need something good, right? Turn that off, turn to a book, and get into a mystery or a romance or whatever you may be, and it launches you into a different world, something that you can find some comfort or some fun in. So also in our buildings, we're still very traditional. There's plenty of seating, so if you need a quiet space, but there's also plenty of areas for gathering. So if you have a local homeowners association or a club, or you want to come to the library to play pinochle or truco or learn how to knit, all of those things are happening at the library. So we're still very traditional. We have plenty of places for reading, but plenty of places for gathering also. Your library card. It's our mission in outreach services to make sure that people have a library card, and that's why we're doing the raffles, because that entices people, right? Let's get real. You want to have a piece of plastic so that you can get in the raffle, but also it really opens up a world of different things to you. For those of you who have a harder time reading, or maybe you have macular degeneration or cataracts or whatever it may be, and reading becomes harder for you, there are audiobooks, there's magazines, there's large print, there's different things at your fingertips, but there's also movies and programs and other things of value that you can get from the library. And your library card will help you to open up not only those things coming into the building, but our 24/7 digital library as well. So I wanted to make sure that we showed you just a very small clip of, you can go onto our website and order your own books. You can choose where you want to pick them up. And if we see you in the community at any of our stops, you can select outreach as your pickup, and then we'll call and say, hi, we got your book, where do you want us to bring it? And if we already know that we see you every month, we automatically bring it, you don't need that phone call. But it's a really nice service. It's like if it automatically is coming to our hands, the three of us, we also have one other person in our department. If one of you picks White Oak Library Outreach and it comes to us and we're like, I don't really know that name, we'll just call you and say, where am I bringing this? And we bring it to you. So it's a really nice service that we are able to provide.
Oh, okay, I get it.
And a little bit of overview about our digital collections. So traditionally, libraries have always been about databases, and we do still have all that. You can come into our branch and use Ancestry.com. You can look up things from home with your library card, but we have this whole digital collection. So if you aren't able to get in, or if you choose to either stream a movie or read a book on your digital device, whether it's a smart TV or your tablet or your phone, whatever that may be, we have this huge digital collection. And what makes it even nicer is we're part of a collaboration that's called Pinnacle. And in this cooperative, we put all of our funds together to bring you an even bigger digital collection than even what we're able to afford. What you're able to buy in your digital form is very different than how the library has to do it. One of the #1 things we get asked about is how that works. Well, we're licensing for short periods of time all of that material. So our collection digitally works very different than yours. If you were to buy something digitally, you bought it and you keep it. Ours doesn't work that way. So you may be interested in a series or something and it kind of comes and goes. You just need to let us know, like, hey, is this available? And we can see, depending on where we're at in the collection, if that can become available. So we have Libby. Libby, you might know as Overdrive. So if you've done anything with ebooks in the past, there's magazines, there's books on here, and there's audiobooks. And Libby is a huge collection of those materials. What they started now is something called Canopy. So Canopy is also an Overdrive material, and they have streaming videos. So you can watch movies for free with your library card using Canopy. Then we have Hoopla. Hoopla is another app where they have books and movies. So if you can't find it on one, you can look and see if it's on another. They have different licensing, so different publishers. Just like if you were to use Netflix versus Amazon Prime. It's different ones, they offer different things. It's the same with these. But it's all free with your library card. The last one that's up here is a newer one. It used to be called The Shelf, and now it's called Estante Infinito. And it's the Spanish version. So if you know anyone who is a Spanish language speaker, or if you're wanting to dabble in that and learn some Spanish, it's a really great resource for books and movies. The number one thing that we hear from our older adults that are stopping using the library is they're having vision problems, or they're having comprehension, some memory issues, right? So just because you're going through something doesn't mean you need to stop using the library. And one of the things that you can do is instead of regular print, you can go to large print. If you can't do technology, we have other things available for you. We can sign you up for the Illinois Talking Book Program. We're ambassadors, and we can sign your form saying that you have, macular degeneration and you need this program. And free of charge, it will come to your home a device that you can then get books right at your home. Then we have, photo-themed books or magazines. We also have children's books. If you haven't been in a children's department in a long time, it's very different. When I started working in libraries over 30 years ago, even though I'm only 30, I worked in the children's department. And I was used to things like, the Little Engine That Could, and The Big Bad Wolf, and traditional books. It is not like that. The authors that we've come to love as adults, they are now all dabbling in children's books because they've come such a long way. So if you find you're having a harder time getting through a thicker book, look and see if that author is writing in the children's department. They don't dummy it down, because kids are so smart now these days. They don't dummy it down, they're just making it shorter, maybe a little easier kind of a thing. And then there are books on CD, so if you want audio books. And then, of course, there's the e-books. Now, the hard thing, as the industry is going, is there's less and less large print. There's less and less magazines. There's less of the CDs, the books on CD. And all of that's going digital. So it's great. Like, if you have a tablet and you love magazines, oh, I know I do. I'm in heaven. Because now I just load it up, and then it tells me, hey, the next issue's out, and there it is on my tablet, and I can flip through the entire magazine as if it was in front of me. But I also love the paper. It's easier for me to comprehend. So if it's a book or something heavier, I still like my paper. The other big thing, other than our books and our materials and our digital, is the services that we provide. We have passport services. That's like a huge thing. And technical services. You don't have to go and pay for a class somewhere. You can come learn computer skills right with us. If you're frustrated with your new smartphone, and the grandkids don't have time, right? Just call the library and say, can someone help me? They'll put you in for what they call a one-on-one session, and they'll sit with you and try to get you through it. And we have people who come back time after time, like you go home and you try it, and you're like, now I can't get this, or this isn't working, what did I do wrong? That kind of thing. You just bring it back in, sign up for another session. So we have group classes, but we have one-on-one sessions too. And our librarians, they are so skilled. It is so hard to keep up with technology, but they are determined to figure it out right along with you. And that's what they do. And we're very proud in our department of our home delivery service. A lot of libraries are not providing this service because it takes a lot. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of staff. You have to have a vehicle, all of those good things. And yet, we make it our focus and our purpose to bring home delivery service. If you can't make it to the library, we make it to you. That's our slogan. And with that, we do that because we have a population of almost 30% is older adults. And we know whether it's the winter, or it's bad, you know, you have had knee surgery, or you just can no longer get out of your house, or you don't drive anymore, whatever it may be. There's a lot of reasons for either short-term or long-term. I can't make it in, I can't do the technology, but we need something in our home. So we bring those services once a month right to your door. You don't even have to be home. If you're at the doctor's when we're coming, we just swap bags at your door. It's a really, really nice service that we're able to offer, and we're very proud that we can. I'll go back. No, it was my fault. Okay. I forgot something on the bottom there. So during the pandemic, we were trying to really cheer people up. So along with our home deliveries that we were bringing to people, we started making something that we entitled the Boredom Buster Bags. And we put in there, you know, crosswords and word searches and coloring sheets and fun facts and anything we could for people. We were trying to bring them some cheer. And with that, we would call, and instead of saying home delivery, we were saying, we're coming to play Ding Dong Ditch, what you need. And just anything we can do to cheer people up and bring them some services, that's what we really love to do. One of the things that we're proud of is a video that we did a couple years ago that explained how we go into the community and some of the services we provide in there. And it's on YouTube, the video still. I was going to play it today, but I couldn't get the computer to work with the thing. But if you're tech savvy enough to go on YouTube, just look up White Oak Library Outreach and our videos out there. We love that video because it really does showcase everything we do. So again, we're more than just the books, the digital services, and even all of the other services we provide. We have a vast amount of programs at our 3 buildings. And a lot of them are so popular, as some of you know, there's waiting lists for them. We have a lot of author events, we have book clubs, community programs, computer classes, cooking and craft programs, educational seminars, live history enactments, which are my favorite, special performances, so music performances, cultural performances, and then gaming. We do pinochle and mahjong and bingo and puzzle nights and all different types of gaming. But these are just some of the different ones that our staff are working very hard to bring you. And then there's summer reading. So this year, once again, they're doing a bingo card. You can either do a paper card or you can do a fully digital. So if you're tech savvy, don't even want to come into the branch, want to do everything digital, this year for the first time you can. So you can win a prize for reading. You just go into the branch, tell them you want to sign up, or you just go online and sign up. It's going to be a lot of fun this year, but you get to play a bingo card and get a prize. We also have annual events throughout their entire district. These are our 3 largest events that draw in a couple thousand people at the event. They're so much fun. Big staff work hard on them all year long to bring them to the community. The one that's coming up here in Lockport is on July 19th called Comicopolis. And if you or your children or your grandkids are really involved in comic books of any nature, this is like the place to be. We bring in authors, we bring in people who are in that world. They do the dress up that they call cosplay. Thank you, cosplay. But they have things for sale there. They have a fest, there's food trucks, there's events going on. They have a panel discussion with these different authors. It's an all-day event, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, I was saying yesterday.
Then we also have our STEM Fest, which was at our Romeoville branch, and that is every March or April, depending on how it falls. And the STEM Fest is wonderful. If you know anything about that, it's science, technology, engineering, and math. And we had this year 47 vendors, I believe, and that includes like Museum of Science and Industries there. We have local, museums that are there. We have Lewis University come, and it's very interactive. It's a lot of fun. There's animals there. It's a very fun family event. But we had a lot of our older adults come through because there's just so much to see and learn. It's a really fun event. And then our third one is at our Crest Hill branch, and that's what they call Fall Fest. And again, it's just bringing the community together. They typically have different events throughout the day, but again, it's food trucks, it's animals, it's different things to do with the grandkids. It's an all-day event at our Crest Hill branch, and that's in September annually. We talked about making sure we're connected to our community. These are just some of the places we go and the partners that we see. We work very hard in outreach services. Since we're with our older adults all the time, I work very closely with my staff and our department, with Will County Seniors, with the Alzheimer's Association, with AARP, with our township partners. We try to bring everybody together as much as we can and be part of everything. And number one thing we hear all the time is, oh, we see you everywhere. And it's like, yes, that's the goal, thank you. And we can't forget our Friends of the Library and our Library Foundation. They have provided a resource for us that is not only needed, but is so appreciated. Every year, our foundation has been putting on the bling sales. So you have those red pieces, hot pink pieces of paper in front of you. And the bling sale brings a lot of people together through volunteering, just coming to the event itself, and also gathering at all of those things. There are some people that get so excited and all year long they're planning for it. It's a wonderful, wonderful time. It really is. And then our friends have our ongoing book nook sales. So if you're one of those people where you're like, 3 months, which is as long as you can keep a book now, as long as nobody else is looking for it. If 3 months is too short and you just want to come in and buy that book, if it's there on the shelf, 50 cents, $1, depending on what it is. And then a lot of people buy it, bring it back, right? Whenever you're done with it, kind of a thing. So our book nooks are just wonderful. And the volunteers are the ones who are keeping it together and running for it. And they're just so appreciated what they do for us. And lastly, we wanted to make sure libraries are for everyone. And we always want to know, what else do you need? What can we do for you? Our whole purpose in being is answering questions. And if one person can answer it, another person can, and we refer them to that person. So what is the types of things that you need? Does anybody have any questions for us today? Yes?
I like to do the crafts, but they're always booked up.
Yes,
Way ahead, months ahead.
They are booked up, and they've added lots more to it. So, yeah, they're very popular, and they're very good. And we don't have a solution, because we keep adding, and they keep filling up. So that's how popular they are. They're wonderful. They do a good job on them. So, thank you, and I'll make sure you bring that message back.
You said you could keep a book 3 months. I thought it was 3 weeks.
So when you check out at the branch, you get that book for 3 weeks. And if no one is waiting for it, it automatically renews for you. And you can automatically renew a couple times. Now, if you get a book through us, you get it for the whole month, your first checkout. Because we're bringing it to you, we see everybody once a month. So if you check out through us and no one else is waiting for that book, you can renew it up to those 3 times. Yeah.
Talk about your book clubs.
Our book clubs, yes. So we have 3 currently at our Lockport branch, and we have 2 at Romeoville? 1 or 2 at Romeoville. Crest Hill currently does not have one. There has not been an expression of interest there. But again, they meet once a month. They provide the book for you through the library. And the group just gets together and discusses those books. And they have an annual list, and they come up with those titles together with the librarian. Thank you. Anyone else have a question or thought? Yes.
I like it when I go to a bookstore and they had like the staff or customers do a review of certain books that they really liked. Does the library have that too, where they have like
We do.
featured books that,
Yes.
that lots of people have read and liked?
Yes, if you come into our branches, you will see displays throughout the whole library. And they're all different displays. And some of them are staff picks with reviews. Some of them are, based on a theme or whatever's going on at the library, but they're throughout the entire library. There's a lot of displays going on. The staff get very excited. They all have ownership of whatever corner that they're doing. We also have online reviews too that you can sign up for. You can sign up for our online newsletter where you get our weekly email blast that tells you what's going on at the library. And then you can also sign up for, New York Times list and different lists that the staff put together. Thank you. Good question. Anyone else? Well, thank you so much. Oh, yes.
Did you say you could get a movie and have it shown on your smart TV?
Yes. Yes, you can load the Hoopla app, and Canopy works on some of the smart TVs. Their goal is to get to work on all of them. But you can load, you go to and you can load whatever app, and you put in your library card, and you can stream them for free. Yes.
I do have a dumb TV.
Good question. Anyone else? Did any Lockport Township or any of our senior helpers or anyone want to come up and say a few words? Does anybody need to say anything to the group? Michelle, anybody? No. If no one else will help you, I've been known to do that. We're not supposed to go to people's houses, but we. I forgot to do the pledge. If we can all stand. The flag is over this way.
It's behind us. It's behind us.
Everybody face the
Pledge
mic.
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. Thank you for remembering, Michelle. I feel terrible. Thank you. Oh, thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Our previous